Do you know that moment when you're feeling calm, grounded, almost like your best self, and then all of a sudden something takes over? You get irritated, you start judging, you compare yourself to other people, or that little voice in your head starts picking apart everything. And if we're being honest at that point, you're not really the one driving anymore. It's like someone else grabbed the wheel, usually someone a little tense. That's exactly what Gurdjieff talked about. Deep down, we are not just one unified self. We're made up of lots of little selves, each one stepping in and taking over at different moments. The issue is not that these little selves exist. The issue is that when they show up, we mistake them for who we are, when really, they're just automatic patterns switching on. And that's actually the good news. If something is automatic, it can be noticed. And if it can be noticed, it can be changed. That's where a really powerful tool comes in, one that Gurdjieff helped bring to the West, the Enneagram. Think of it as a map of how you function on the inside, a map of 9 core ways of thinking, reacting, and protecting yourself in the world. But more importantly, it shows you 9 areas where certain little selves tend to come back again and again. It's a tool that helps you catch yourself in real time. If you don't know which Enneagram type fits you best, I invite you to take the test in the comments. You can pause the video and come back once you've done it. I'll wait. Alright, got your type. Now let's talk about type 1. You definitely know type 1 people in your life. They often come across as strict, intense, angry, or even passive-aggressive. Maybe you're a type 1 yourself. And if not, there's a video for each of the 9 types. The goal of this exercise is simple: to identify which little self tends to take over most often in your day-to-day life. Because once you can spot it, you can start catching it before it takes over your whole personality. And over time, that makes room for something more conscious to come through. So, what are the little selves of type 1? The uncompromising self, its favorite line is, "There's a right way to do this, and it's my way." This self does not bend. In its mind, things are either right or wrong. And if you're on the receiving end of this little tyrant, you better hope you're on the right side. For example, someone folds a towel the wrong way. Suddenly it feels like a moral failure. Someone does things their own way. Well, clearly they're doing it wrong. This self sees itself as the guardian of the temple. The only problem is, sometimes that temple is really just a courtroom. And once that inner standard gets locked in, the next thing that usually shows up is the voice that keeps judging everything by that standard. The critical self, this one, is the running commentary in your head. Its favorite line, "It's okay, but it could be better." And it says that about everything. Your work could be better, your behavior, questionable, other people, not exactly impressive. It's like having a super demanding teacher living in your head, except this one never clocks out. And sometimes it starts giving advice to other people too, even when nobody asked. And when that voice never lets up, it usually creates the feeling that you have to stay on top of yourself all the time. The flawless self, this one, is your inner quality control department. Its line is, "If I let go for 1 second, everything's gonna fall apart." So it watches everything all the time: your behavior, your emotions, your image, your sense of integrity. Its mission is simple: be flawless. But obviously no one is flawless. So what does that create? Constant pressure. It's like walking around feeling like you're being graded every day of your life without ever seeing the score. And when you live with that kind of pressure long enough, it doesn't just disappear. Eventually, it turns into anger. The angry self, this one, can be harder to catch. Its favorite line, "That's not fair," or "I'm so over this." Unlike the others, this one usually isn't loud. It simmers. It's controlled anger, contained anger, almost polished anger. But it's still anger. It shows up when things aren't done the right way, when people ignore the rules, or when the world just doesn't live up to the standard it should. Sometimes it comes out as a sigh, a look, a raised eyebrow. And sometimes it bulldozes everything in its path. So now the real question is, which of these little selves feels the most familiar to you? The goal is to recognize them the next time they show up, before they settle in, before they start running the whole show. In the Enneagram, each type is also influenced by 2 wings, the number right before it and the number right after it. So if you're a type 1, I'd also recommend watching the videos on type 9 and type 2. Those will probably hit close to home too.